expect weak. No. Let's leave BEL out. Let's get the markets up, please. Thank you. 500 points lower for the Nifty 50. Banks 2.7% lower as well. So some indices are probably faring a bit better. Maybe Nifty IT about 1.5% lower, but the market breadth is absolutely bad. Okay, Nifty's IT is just about 1% lower, which is not too bad. Let's get the heat map up on the screen and show you what is moving and what is not. BEL, as we showed, would be in the green. It's just, okay, maybe not. 0.5% in the red. There's just two names in the green. Very interesting. Coal India, ONGC. ONGC up another 2%. Maybe Oil India would be up to. Everything else is in the red. No surprise that Interglobe Aviation is down 5% amongst the top losers. Shriram Finance 5% as well. Asian Paints, a crude sensitive. L&T, a Middle East sensitive. Maybe we can start using the term now for some of the sectors or some of the stocks which have a large Middle Eastern exposure, because for now these are getting impacted. Adani Ports, a trade sensitive, if you will, right? Maruti, SPI, Bajaj Fin, financials are taking it on the chin, but Tamanna, no surprise that Interglobe Aviation is down and out today. Crude price uptick impacting it. A lot of its flights gotten cancelled as they have now declared, and therefore you probably expect Q4 to be impacted. And I just read a note which said that for Indigo to go to Europe, they have to take a route which is at least 28% longer than some of the other airlines in such high crude price scenario.
Plus you'll have cancellations. And Indigo is one of the airlines that has really invested heavily in Middle East routes over the last year or so, which have been doing very well. So that's also a pain point. Nifty contributors, just to see what is worst hit. It's all of it actually, but what is worst hit on this side, you're seeing all of the private banks coming in. I mean, that lone ONGC over there is just telling you the story really clearly of what's happening. HDFC, ICICI getting pushed down. SBI as well. You know, we saw this on Friday close as well. One of the reasons could be there could be large family offices in Gulf countries who now want to cut their positions, and this is where they were sitting. So possibly you're seeing that reversal in trade. Just let's pull up the India VIX for a second before we get to the broader markets and what's happening over there. In about 17% up at 23. This is fear that you're seeing on the screen, and really Brent is what we should pull up next, because if you look at the shock that you're seeing, that's become the most important indicator to look at, and we'll show you Brent in just a bit. Let's look at mid cap and small cap indices and what they are doing. But 3% down on the Nifty mid cap 150, the small cap also 3% down. This bloodbath was expected. The sectoral indices will just get you a sense on what is worse off, and it's the PSU banks. Now this you can't blame on the Middle East war. This you can just blame on what the Maharashtra government has said in its budget, and blame in the sense of how investors have looked at it. If you're going to bring back loan waivers, something that we thought that genie was back in the bottle, the street is not going to like it. 5% down nearly on Nifty PSU banks. I mean, you're going to see some serious wealth destruction in a State Bank of India today. The Bank Nifty following suit, financial services, private bank. I mean, these bottom four is not anything else but the budget and the announcement by the Maharashtra government. Autos may be following suit. Remember, for auto companies, the LNG choke is a bad idea. You're seeing Tata Motors in their Sanand plant may have to cut down some of their production. Their components getting stuck in the Strait of Hormuz is also bad for them. Nifty Pharma, a defensive place, relatively okay. Healthcare, relatively okay. FMCG, relatively okay. No green on the screen. Going to be tough to spot that today in any case. Let me pull up individual stocks for you. And it's going to be a sea of red, but, you know, we can just look at relatively what is worse and what is not. BPCL, HPCL, I'm going to pull those up. For them, it's just bad news all of the way. So far, there hasn't been a pass on of high crude prices on petrol pumps. There may be a pause before that happens as far as the government is concerned. These companies are the ones that take the hit meanwhile. That's why IOC also down. Interglobe, of course, going to see some pain. ONGC on the positive side, but to what extent? I mean, even that's just 0.5% up right now. Defense stocks will be in focus as the winds of war blow over. 2.5% down, though, on Bharat Electronic. Even Mazgaon talk about 3-4% down right now. Bharat Dynamic, Cochin Shipyard. I mean, I don't see any positivity over here or the appetite to come in and buy a story. PVC prices are in focus. Let's see if Astral and Supreme are doing anything. All of them about 2.5% down. It's the loan waiver story really, which is also an important one. State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Bank of Maharashtra 8% down, because this is something that the Maharashtra government has announced. That's going to take a huge hit. Gold prices are volatile. Let me look at Muthoot and Manappuram. Well, those also about 4% down. Are refiners doing anything? MRPL and Chennai Petro were in focus before we started the markets in the pre-open session, and that's something that you should take a look at as well.
Absolutely. Tamanna, but really the story is about PSU banks and the banking index as a whole in this current context.